Well, Intel do say they've got good single core performance. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Paul, and in this Gaming Intercom video, we're going to be doing something a little bit silly. This is actually part of a much larger investigation regarding CPU core performance scaling when it comes to graphics cards and resolution, but we have decided to just go the whole hog here. We are running an 8700 at 1 core, 2 threads, thanks to Intel's hyper-threading technology, with a GTX 1080 Ti, and we're going to be playing a few games and showing some benchmarks. What's the point in this? Well, not much, but it's going to be fun, right? We can see just how well this is going to do. So we're going to be playing mostly at 1080p. Why? Well, quite simply because obviously that means that the CPU will be the limiting factor. You can see that there are 2 threads, and of course we will be also able to see GPU utilization. I will be also running some tests at 4K as well, and 1440p, and we're going to be trying out a few games, and if I'm feeling particularly brave, we're going to be trying also 1 core with no hyper-threading. And I'm sure that that is going to give us the type of performance we will be looking for in about 2001. As you can see, my setup is not exactly the best for playing games at this point. It's actually a benchmarking rig, so gaming is not really on the forte. So I've got the keyboard currently on my lap, and, well, the mouse is giving me about 2 inches of space. So I'm going to be playing like a professional gamer at this point. So with that said, we're going to I'm not going to cut out the loading times for at least one of these, because I just want you to kind of get an idea of the performance so you can enjoy it in real time with me. The power! The power! Right, let's go. Let's go for Kadir Sanctum, because I know that... whatever, Sanctum. It's a Sanctum and we're going to wreck some stuff. So we're going to see what the loading times are going to be like. And I'm actually impressed so far, because I have actually loaded this once or twice just to test it with a couple of games, and in the 8700's defense, it did not catch on fire. In case you're wondering, we're going to be doing a full review of the 8700, as well as a capture PC we're using at the moment, which is a PC that is sent to us for review from HP, so do stick around if you want that. And we've also got some memory kits as well we're going to be reviewing. Plug, plug, plug. Oh no, there we go, we've loaded. Holy crap, we've actually loaded. Okay, so it's start run. Okay. Oh, also note you will see it's OpenGL. There's a reason for that. Turns out Vulkan kind of crashes with only 1 or 2 threads available, and DirectX 12 pretty much does the same thing. So it kind of is a sticking point in that it doesn't work. So let's just start this out, shall we? Well, at the moment we're getting between 50 and 100 frames a second. That's not shabby, right? Okay, it dipped a little bit. I'm going to be playing like an absolute maniac because, well, oh god. Are you dead? Yeah, I'm going to go with the giblets that you're dead. Okay, am I the only one that's actually somewhat impressed by this? I mean, seriously. This is actually kind of funny. It's actually outperforming next generation consoles. Although the frame rate's all over the shop. Oh god, did not mean to kill you like that. I wanted to rip you in half. Come here. You don't need that, do you? Good. I'm actually somewhat shocked. Okay, so you can see the GPU utilization is basically butkus. Alright, well, let's see what happens if we... you can see what the video settings are, incidentally. I'll just quickly... Yes, I think we know that. Okay, so you can see that, you know, it's not like I'm playing on a low quality settings, right? It's all max. But let's try it at 4K. 21, there we go. Doink, doink, doink. Yes, I shall. Hopefully that doesn't screw up my capture. Oh no, wait, we're doing good. Okay, it hasn't exploded. Okay, we're still at around 60. GPU utilization's around 70%. Once again, I'm not exactly... Okay, I'm maxing my multiplier. I'm maximizing everything, I tell you. If I remember correctly, I think you have to kill all the enemies to unlock that, but it's been so damn long since I played it. Hi. Do. That please be way too much. Could you just come back here, please? I just want to murder you a little bit. It's okay. There. Okay, you need to change. Oh, okay. Press the wrong button. Is that it? Is it unlocked? That's a good sound. Yes, it is unlocked. Okay. Well, honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, maybe you don't feel the same way, but I'm actually quite impressed with that. I think what I'm going to do is just load another mission. Okay, let's go to Okay, actually, rather than do that, let's load a different mission. Let's go with... The Necropolis sounds like a good place. Nothing bad's ever happened in the Necropolis. Shout outs to World of Warcraft. Okay. I'm pretty impressed with this. I have to say. I know I keep saying that, but... Okay, this looks like a swell place. It's been so long since I played this game. Alright, well... There's no demons. Okay, the crying of pain and anguish kind of reminds me of... Okay. I'm sure a few rockets will improve their disposition. Oh god, he survived that. Needed no, fun, yes. Okay, so we have to continue to boogie on down. Well, we're not going that way, are we? Okay. Ammo. Don't mind if I do. And also don't mind if I do. Can I get the... Thank you. Yeah, I'd got the extra life. Fear me. Okay. Oh, that's probably about the right direction. That seemed like it was actually the way they're supposed to go. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot how much I love you, Super Shotgun. Oh, that. And yes, it's not exactly 100% okay in terms of frame rate. There is some drops here and there. But come on now, it's one processor core. I'm relatively impressed. I am relatively impressed. Okay, let's try something else. So we're going to be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. You'll also notice it also is running in Direct 3D11. It is not an accident. Once again, it tends to do the crashy thing otherwise. I have noticed some phenomenon with only on 2 cores, but you'll see. So this is at the very start of the game. We're doing score attack mode. I'm not particularly going to be trying to get a good score. I'll show you the graphics options in a second. So we are running with everything at high. This is primarily to push the CPU, and we are running at 1080p. I will in a moment run at 4K, and then we're going to switch to a different level and you'll see what, oh crap. Yeah, I haven't even missed one yet. It tickles me way too much that 2 processor cores is getting like 100 frames a second. It doesn't bode so well later on, but it starts out good. It's starting out good. There we go. I wonder if it's going to bug out in a second, because just up ahead, I've noted, well, you'll see if it does it. Come on, are you going to bug it? Are you going to bug? Oh no, you didn't. What happens around 50% of the time here is that this event does not appear, and the only way to get around it is to do a reload for the checkpoint. And it's kind of annoying. If I remember, I'll add that into the to the video of a couple of our attempts of where that did not work. I'm going to get just a little bit further. All right. Now you'll notice on this section that the frame rate has gone down considerably, and GPU usage has gone down as well, because the CPUs are being pegged way harder. Or CPU, actually. Gonna get just a little bit further and that'll die, and then we'll okay. I think we'll go to the next area, and that would be a Geothermal Valley. Now there's a reason that I often use Geothermal Valley for a lot of manual runs, and that is because, and by the way, I have completed this game. This is like my second or third playthrough at this point, but the reason I like Geothermal Valley is because it absolutely ravages the processor. And it's one of those interesting areas where you're going to notice that frame rate is considerably lower. So I generally, when I'm running manual runs, I'll usually put that on screen, and obviously the built-in benchmark's kind of handy. But geothermal is one of those areas just because of the immense amount of vegetation, water effects, physics, and all the other crap. Well, yeah, you can immediately see what's happening. Now, fortunately, it does get a little better. But yeah. Now, what I've noticed is this area tends to go between, well, this and the high 60s, and it heavily depends on the area. I'm just going to do a quick scout around. So let's go to a slightly less intense area, and you'll notice that the CPU usage around here, I think it is, it's going to start dipping down. Yeah, there you go. And I find this rather amusing, though, that it's still hitting essentially console level performance in terms of frame rate. And you can see now that we're in an area where there's a lot less stuff to draw, the frame rate is a lot more stable. But as soon as I aim back over there where you've got all the foliage, yeah. But go back over here where it's relatively empty and it goes up to around 70 or 60 frames a second. And I just find that really fascinating. I find that kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, this is not an ideal way to play the game. But you can do it. There is a lot of micro stutter. So this is not an ideal way to play the game. And sometimes it has just a smidge of a problem streaming in assets. And there are instances where I've literally been unable to progress further because, well, I hadn't realized I'd been standing in a rock because I had actually not streamed that asset in. But by golly gosh, you could basically say hyperthreading is half a CPU core. So we're basically running Rise of the Tomb Raider on like 1.5 CPU cores. That's kind of cool. I'm not really saying that in the perspective of like the 8700's this amazingly powerful processor. It's more the fact that the game's even able to do this I find rather amusing. So let's go for one last game. Right, now we're going to try Final Fantasy. This one, yeah, this one's interesting. And you're going to notice a lot of physics glitches on this. Quite frankly, I'm not going to play this for too long because it is pretty darn unplayable. But I'm going to have a little stroll. And we can definitely see the difference. You can see that I'm pretty much at the beginning of the game. I've actually barely played Final Fantasy 15, which is kind of a... Oh, God.
A moment, Noct. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Broken down and flat broken.
Okay, his closing is kind of interesting.
After charging us that much.
Alright.
Yeah, let's pay him a visit.
Actually, interestingly, the wastes are not as bad. I kind of didn't call that because of the vegetation. So let's go back up here. You can see his animation looks jerky as crap. It's actually surprising. Yeah, definitely the extra geometry of the buildings is definitely having an unpleasant effect to the frame. Oh God, as it's streaming in anything.
Can I interest you in some shopping?
Might not be a bad idea to stock up.
It's not that bad at the moment, but believe me when I say that when you go to new areas, it doesn't do well. Why? I don't actually know, but why not? Oh God, I can't even remember how to play this game.
Got all those arms at your disposal? Use them.
Oh crap, wrong button. This is going to be fun, given I literally have played this for like a couple of minutes total. I'm just going to be matching, so if anyone's like, you suck, yeah, I kind of do. I've not played this properly. Okay, I can't even remember the lock-on buttons.
Stay on your feet.
There we go. Right, I'm getting the basics. But it is somewhat playable. I mean, let's actually watch them for a second.
Start killing.
Okay, let's walk up there. That kind of glitched a little bit.
The game's up.
Okay, there is a serious amount of delay. Let me... Oh wow, okay. Ow! If I could actually remember how to do anything like lock on, that would be awesome. Okay, so that's how you switch weapons. The combat is definitely ultra laggy, but it is playable. Let's see if we can actually adjust the resolution and see if that makes any difference. No, around the same frame rate. GPU utilization is around 90-ish%. So we're definitely really CPU bound. But still, I mean, let's try to go back to the town. Yeah. You can see when you're trying to, when it's loading in new assets, that's when it really starts struggling. But generally, it's kind of playable, which is semi-surprising. Alright, well, let's now try doing something really silly. I'm going to try knocking it down to just a single processor core. So, let's see. So this is a single processor core like last time, but Last time I was generous. It had hyperthreading. This time I figure 2 is too many, and so we literally have 1 thread. I'm going to switch down to just 1080p because it's the resolution that's best to once again show CPU limitations. So that's working really well, and I think that this is going to be a smooth experience. So yeah. It's still getting 60 frames a second. How is it getting 60 frames a second? I mean, yeah, the numbers are a bit unhealthy on the right, but it's still getting 60 frames a second. How are you doing that? Oh, that's funny stuff. Okay. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Well, that wasn't as cool as I'd hoped it would be. I'm semi-disappointed by that. I mean, yeah, okay. It's not getting... I'm firing my laser. I mean, yeah, it's not getting 60 FPS. But, I mean... I'm actually relatively impressed. Oh, come on, admit you're slightly impressed. I mean, come on now. It's... yeah, I am getting a bit of a mental overload, actually. I'm glad you agree, Doom. I mean, just, like, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. I mean, you can see when I'm turning around, there is some frame rate drops, but... it's not bad. I mean, it is, in some areas, almost 60 FPS locked. So yeah, this is just one of those cases where a single processor core is doing pretty darn well. Let's just increase the resolution. Okay, so now we're going to play at 4K. So this is basically the question. Can a single processor core run Doom at 4K? Can it do it? Survey says... not bad. Were you trying to sneaky on me? That's not very nice. Alright, let's just get the... actually go through here as well, doing. Oh, get that. Probably need that for something. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not what I'd exactly advise you to do. But you can do it. Can we go this way yet? Can't honestly remember. Yes. Okay. Let's go through this little bit. I genuinely don't remember this area, so... okay, this looks menacing. I like it. Okay, it's definitely more frame rate drops here. Okay, I'm actually out of ammo. I was not even reading. Okay, now we've got frame rate drops. And it's primarily because of the CPU, so the GPU's fine. Yes, I know the ridiculousness of doing that, but I kind of just wanted to use that because I hadn't used it in a while. It's not exactly the smoothest of aim like this. Putting it slightly mildly, I've got some jerk going on the extreme. Well, you are not a friend. How to lose friends and alienate people. Okay, I think we made a point. So the answer is you can run it. Let's try one more game. Okay, so now we're playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is a single core, single thread experience. So far we're getting 119, 120 frames a second, so I'm sure that that's going to be indicative of the final performance we're going to get. Oh, no, it's okay. It's not really okay at all. Okay, well, oh, no. Have you crashed? No, you're okay. Okay, that's good. It was a temporary... Not so temporary set... Rest. This might have been the straw. This just might have been the straw, or more like an anvil that broke Clara's back. Okay, I'm going to get further, because I'm determined to at least get up here. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, it must have streamed in whatever it was streaming. We're good now, we're good now. I don't feel that this is how the developers originally intended this to be played. Yeah. I'm probably going to go ahead and say that this is not actually going to be doable. Yeah, probably going to give up if it doesn't improve in a few seconds, because this is... Oh, I don't think the water effects are doing this any favours at all. Yeah, I'm going to say that this is not happening. Yeah, I don't think that's happening at all. Oh no. There we go. No, not so much. It lasted for a second. Okay, I'm going to pause it at some point. I genuinely don't know if it's paused. Okay. So, being totally honest with you guys, I have also done this with Final Fantasy 15, and it's actually worse than Tomb Raider. It's so bad that it wasn't even worth showing on camera. It was like a frame a minute, pretty much. But still, one core, one thread, not doable. One core, two threads, not bad. It's okay. It's not a great way to play the game, but yeah, it's a thing, I suppose. I don't know what we've learned exactly from this video, because I don't think anyone's going to be just playing with a single core, two thread processor anytime now, but it's been fun. As I said, on a serious note, this will be a part of a larger project that I'm just essentially finished, along with all the reviews and other bits and pieces. So I think you guys are going to get a kick out of it, because it's going to be resolution scaling compared to frame rate on different processor cores. It's quite a fun project. But I just wanted to put this out there because I got to the point now where I was only on a single core, single thread, and I just thought this would be kind of a goofy video. But anyway, I think that's just about it for this video for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I don't know what we've learned. But it's been fun. With all of that said, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.